Hello, it's Superfan Dan from California. Good evening, folks, and welcome to Two Black and White Eyes for the match review from yesterday's fantastic match against PSV Eindhoven. I've got Scotty in the background. I've got Sparky Buddy waiting to come on as well. It'll be a great conversation. We're going to have all kinds of stuff to talk about. Just real quick, we'll get these right off the bat. Remember that, well, let me start reading some of our script. Welcome to the review of our latest UCL fixture, a resounding win against PSV. Please like, share, subscribe, and hype after the show is over to support the channel. It's all free, and it really does help support the channel, get us out there. Please adhere to please adhere to standard and community guidelines. Keep comments respectful, and of course, enjoy the show. Evening, Gary and Roger and Leslie, everybody that's in the comments. There's Scotty. Just scrolling through here. There's Blade. Good evening, Blade. Good evening, Jules. Okay, real quick. Let me just get some of these right off the bat. Remember, you can you become a member of the channel for as little as 99p. You can subscribe, and it's all free. It doesn't cost anything, but you can become a member of the club of the channel for as little as 99p a month. You can also use the super chat function down in the bottom right-hand corner to make donations. All monies collected for the channel go to the operation of the channel, and whatever's left over, we also give away to charity. Just a reminder to everyone that we have raised nearly, well, over 11,000. I know it's more than that now. We need to update that banner. But over 11,000 pounds has been donated to charity since we started the channel. So, yep, I just lost the media assets again. Right. Real quick, Dire Crow, our sponsors, Joseph Spinney down there in North Carolina. Remember that they make all kinds of fantastic Newcastle-related items, such as T-shirts and such. We'll talk to Sparky about his bedding set that he loves. He loves to get under his duvet and be very comfy. It's grand. You can use Baz20 for the discount code there. That gets you 20% off all of their merchandise. Also, Prince Charming out in Wall's End. They are one of our sponsors. They're also the sponsor of our charity talk at the end of February. We'll talk more about that. I'll show you the sign there again. And of course, the multi-award winning Geordie Land experience with Sparky Buddy and Fiona and everything. If you're coming to the Northeast, and other than going to a Newcastle match, you don't know anything about the Northeast and know what to do, hit up Sparky and the Geordie Land experience. Make sure you drink a Red Bull before you go on the tour, because keeping up with him and just listening to him will require all of your attention, and Red Bull really does give you wings. So with that, let me bring on our guests, our panel. There's Scotty, Mr. Devlin. Good evening,
Mr. Devlin.
And let's bring on the multi-award winning Sparky Buddy.
Evening, guys. How we doing?
Evening,
St. James's Park was bouncing last night, mate. Man, what a match!
We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it.
Always,
let me pull up our comments. There's hello, producer Mary from my other podcast from the Drop-In is also in the comments. Good evening, Mary.
Woo!
Good to see you, love.
Hello, Mary.
One day we'll get Mary over to Newcastle. That'll be fun. Right. Hey, Jimmy, well done. Jimmy has gifted a Through Black and White Eyes membership. Thank you, Jimmy. Let me kind of put that up. There it is. Thank you, Jimmy. All right, lads. Okay. Loving the moody black and white Sparky. Yeah, Sparky, you're in black and white. Are we watching you using nighttime lenses or something? Are you MI5, MI6?
To be totally honest, I've just been piss falling about with the features on the camera mode, and with the future being the future's bright, the future's black and white. I thought I'll get the
That's fantastic. Yeah. That is fantastic. All right, well done, mate.
You copyright that one, mine, Sparky.
Come on, son.
It suits the mood as well. I mean, it's not dour. It's through black and white all the way through. Well done, mate.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to keep up with comments and such. All right. So let's talk about this. Can we talk about this, lads?
Yes.
Yes. Resounding win last night at St. James's Park. What a performance from our lads. So I'll start with you, Sparky, since you were since you were there, and I know you're just champing at the bit to talk about it. What was the feeling inside St. James's last night?
Oh, mate, honestly. So, just to let you know, prior to the match, Newcastle United was so canny enough to be dishing out free beers to everybody that got in there before 7 o'clock. So, we were.
Everybody got a pint, right?
Everybody got a pint. Everybody either like a pint or a bottle or whatever, you know. I mean, even the kids were getting full of water as well. So, I mean, just going into the stadium. We went there pretty early last night, and to be totally honest, before I go any further, I just want to give a huge credit to the PSV vans. Them guys were absolutely brilliant yesterday, pre and post match. Some of the canniest people I've met, actually. Like,
we have a special connection with them, obviously through Sir Bobby. Bobby Robson was their manager before he was our manager. Of course, we go a long way back. There have been photos of the two leaders for the clubs with a half and half scarf. I know that many are not fans of the half and half scarf, but when you've got a commemorative kind of fixture like this, where two teams that share an important history are able to play each other competitively in a tournament, I think it's appropriate to have that kind of a memorabilia to meet the moment. And one of them was tied around the Sir Bobby's neck on the statue. So I thought that was fantastic. But yeah, like you said, would you agree that every visiting fan base so far this season that we've had come over, including in the preseason, everybody's been fantastic? Have they not?
Oh yeah.
I mean, to a person. 100%. I mean, you had in the summer, you had folks from Benfica over, right?
Yeah.
And they were marvelous.
They were absolutely fantastic. Obviously, we had Athletic Bilbao as well.
Yep.
Honestly, for me, like, there's just something so special about midweek football in the Champions League when all the fans are coming over, making the trips in, and watching the marching through the streets. Like, honestly, like, long may Champions League nights continue.
Well, I think the club will say something about that. I mean, we've guaranteed at least 2 more fixtures. You know, we've got to go to the Parc de France next Wednesday and play PSG at home. A PSG that, to be fair, is struggling. Oh, Scotty, well done, mate. I love the avatar. Well done, mate. I love it. That's fantastic. Oh, you do realize there are 3 Devlins in the chat right now. Producer Mary is also a Devlin. So there you go. Wow. Got lots of Devlins in the house tonight.
Yes.
I'm just flying through the comments, just saying hi to everyone. Let's see. Blade, you feeling better? Where's our purple pillification screen there? So yes, everybody, Mary in the chat is my Aunt Mary. She lives in North Dakota, so she's frozen right now. But thank you for tuning in. So who is purple pilsification? I think that's fantastic. Because everybody whoever it is seems to know that. So I'm liking that. Purple, there you go. The Barons were on it, says Jules. So yeah, PSV fans last night, fantastic credit to them. Can we also just talk about if we're dishing out credit, Sparky? Scotty, tell me, what did you think of that?
I mean, that is just, it's legendary, isn't it? Do you know what it is? Ever since we started to do it again, a lot of teams have tried to replicate it in the league. And do you know what it is? Nobody comes anywhere near War Flags. Them lads are absolutely top-notch at what they do. Obviously, it's all fan-based donations as well, which is fantastic. You cannot replicate what we do at St. James's Park.
I was showing it to my wife last night just before kickoff because the scenes they were showing everything. My wife was just like, how the hell do they pay for it? And I said, well, there's donations. It's all done holistically by War Flags. They raise it. They don't take a dime from the club for this. She asked because, for instance, we had a TIFO here at Monterey Bay in season 2, I think. And we the design went off, and we got it from. I know that there's an outfit in Poland that a whole bunch of the English clubs use in order to get tifos made, simply because. And I think ours was 20 yards by 40 yards or something like that. I mean, you know, when you consider it took over one section of our little tiny stadium, you know, but it cost us $500.
Yeah,
so when I'm looking at these things, each one of those headlines was more than double what we what we spent, and then I just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those, and then the big the next headline. That's no mean feat.
No, it's not.
The nice thing about all of it is that they get to reuse them, obviously.
Well, this is the thing, like, so it's not like they get seen once and then, you know, put away. Well, they are put away for a while, but I mean, like, and I love how we've done the appreciation ones for certain players who have maybe needed a little bit more fan support. Maybe get a longer one, because you know what it is, the kid's trying. We'll get into him later on, but maybe he does need one. Do you know what I mean? He got a song. He's now got a song.
Yep. There was a chant for him last night when he came on, but we'll definitely talk about that. I want to call attention to Mary's comment there. It's currently minus 13 Fahrenheit with a minus 39 degrees wind chill, which is minus 25 centigrade.
You'd still see a Geordie with the top off.
You'd still see a Geordie with the top off, or the lasses going down the quayside with it. You know, in their little dresses. They're mad. I tell you. Amongst the thousands of names on that huge crawler. Yep. So you can also become a member of War Flags and donate to that cause as well if you appreciate those banners. You know, be part of the War Flags movement, and it's just fantastic. Again, it's War Flags, WOR flags. just for our American listeners, just to make sure. For those of you who are watching on Twitter, you know what? Baz didn't tell me how to start the one on Instagram, so shoot. I don't even know if that one's going, so we'll see. But no, thanks to everybody. Let's see. Let's talk about this. Here's our starting 11. Anything pop out at you guys? I mean, it was the same starting 11 except for Voltemata that started at Wolves.
I think Wissa sort of surprised me a little, but not surprised me, but you know, he made a big decision there.
Yep. Well, I mean, it wasn't Wissa's debut. You know, it was his first start for us in the Champions League. Yeah. He's made an appearance before. He came on as a sub, but you know, fair play to the lad. Come on.
He did.
Sparky, did anything jump out at you about our starting 11 last night?
I mean, to be totally honest, I was really, really happy with the lineup when I seen it got announced last night, and I was extra buzzing that Wissa was holding the top line as well. Especially with it being our last final home Champions League of the first round phase. Of the league phase, we'll call it. The first round. We needed to put in a performance last night that matched. And that actually that as I say, that matched the crowd's passion for it, you know. And last night was straight out the blocks as soon as that ball got kicked off, and I was really, really excited with the lineup. What I'm actually loving is Harvey Barnes coming in from the right wing. He drifts it into the left, and he's scoring goals for fun at the minute. So long may that continue along the way.
All right. Yeah. Mary just confirmed that we're not on live on Instagram. I don't know how to do that one, so I'll have to get with Baz and figure that one out. No, I agree with you. I thought the starting 11 looked canny. You know, but at the same time, it's the same 11, you know, minus 1 or 2 changes that we've now played several weeks in a row. Scotty, sorry, you were about to say something.
That, like I said, but I was going to say that's the only worry, isn't it? Hopefully, we don't start to get that fatigue back again, like we saw at Wolves. But the lads were fairly up for it last night. I mean, the crowd seemed different, Sparky, last night. Our crowd seemed well up for it. The whole atmosphere in the stadium just seemed different. I don't know what you felt in the stadium.
Oh, in the stadium, I had a little semi on, man. Honestly, the crowd was absolutely wild. Honestly, mate, it was like a complete. So it had a complete different feel to a Premier League match. It was like, right, this is our last home game in the Champions League. The display was on point. As I say, the club were dishing out free beers prior to the match to boost the spirits and get the noise up. And I swear to God, like that whole row prior to the Champions League music coming, honestly, I'm getting hairs. Hairs on my arms are raising just thinking about it, man. It was mint, absolutely mint.
I mean, I could tell the radio on the way back from work and on the TV, you could just see it was totally different.
Yeah.
So there was a lot made of the change to the intro music last couple of matches ago, where the players had indicated that they wanted Blade and Races to come out, you know, as they were exiting the tunnel, because the crowd starts to sing it and everything.
Yeah,
you know, they as the teams shook hands yesterday and took the pitch after the coin toss and all that stuff. You know, we heard Local Hero again last night, so maybe there's been a change. Maybe that got the crowd all geared up for it, or, you know, I don't know. That was a question, lads.
Oh, sorry. I'm too busy reading all the comments. Yeah, man.
I'm trying to keep up with those as well, Sparky.
Yeah, man.
She's got to wonder, has it changed something? But then again, you would think our crowd should be. You'd like to think them guys in that stadium are going to watch the game week in, week out, want the same passion as we got last night, no matter what the music is.
Right. Yeah,
you know,
agreed.
We shouldn't be thinking about what's being played to how we react. We should be making sure that them 11 men going on that field know where they're with them, where they're 12 man.
Who they're fired up to play in front of.
Yeah.
Who the 50,000 there are there to support. Yeah. I agreed, Paul. We're going to talk about Anthony Elanga in a bit. I think, like I said, we'll let's start at the beginning. We had this starting 11 coming off the bench. We had available. We had Thompson, young goalkeeper. We had Alan Ramsdale. We had Elanga, Voltemata, Joe Willock, Alex Murphy, Jacob Ramsey, Leo Shahar, Sean Neve, and Lewis Miley. So we started, you know, right off the bat, we started pressing them. I think that was plain to see. You know, just the pressure put on their back line, the pressure put on their keeper. You know, Wissa's goal. I mean, for Bruno to see Joe Linton open, Joe Linton let's be honest, he took an extra touch, but he was able to just, before he barreled over, he was able to get that crossover to Wissa, and Wissa just wasn't a pretty goal, but it got us where we need to start. I mean, it's exactly the kind of goal that you need in a game like this. It's just, let's settle the nerves. Let's get a goal early. Let's get on with it. And, you know, getting that kind of a goal right away really kind of put the guys in a position where it was like, okay, all right, we got this. We can go. What do you guys think?
It always helps the crowd, doesn't it? An early goal, especially in any game. It always helps the crowd, doesn't it? But like I say, it wasn't a superstar goal. It was just a well-worked goal. Scrappy, but hey, it settled the crowd, settled the team, and we just started to play football, and that's what we wanted to see.
Yeah, agreed. Sparky?
Totally great. As soon as that whistle went off yesterday, we were just like high impact, high energy, like right in their faces from the off. And then obviously it led to that early goal. Like, what was it, like 4 or 5 minutes in with the Wissa goal? Brilliant vision by Bruno once again, picking it up on the middle of the pitch, swinging it out with Brolin in, and then obviously buried it. And then not long after, obviously Wissa returned the favour, Anthony Gordon, and obviously it was 2-0 there. For me, I was just like absolutely buzzing. You could feel the atmosphere inside the stadium, and yeah, it's what Eddie Howe's mags are used to, isn't it? Just coming straight out the blocks and just getting stuck in straight away. And that's a team I like to watch.
Gary says we had loads of space because PSV came to play last night. I don't know if anybody's kept up with PSV's season so far. I think they're 16 points clear at the top of the Eredivisie. They haven't lost. They haven't lost a game. They haven't lost a game in 10 or 20. Yeah. I can't remember what the number was. Right. Yeah. So they came last night to play. I mean, they're desperate for points in the Champions League. Yeah. So they were coming to get something. The pre-match conferences, the comments made by Peter Bosch, their manager, he said, Newcastle is a team to watch. He said that the game, the 3-3, the 3-3 game 4-3. Against 4-3, thank you. 4-3 game against Leeds. Shoot, they're all coming together. The 4-3 match against Leeds, Harvey Barnes in the 112th minute or whatever it was the best game of football that he's watched in a decade. He said, you want to watch football to be the way it's supposed to be played. He said, go watch that. We need a Dire Crow shirt to make a t-shirt with buzzing on it. Sparky. Jules, I will reach out to Joe and tell him that. I think that's right. Yeah. buzzing is what it needs to say. Blade, interesting thing for you guys. The Rat was Gordon's bestie at the club. Last night we saw him and Wissa do the same dance. If Gordon now has a new bestie, is that why his form is improving? That's a great observation, Blade. Yeah. So let's again talk about the build up to that goal. There was another instance where there was loads of space, a almost comical error by their keeper to then go out to the center back, and the center back just not paying attention to where Wissa was. And credit to Wissa for him to press. I mean, what a brilliant tackle, to get the ball and just kick it over to Anthony Gordon. It was for me, that was my favorite move of the entire match, was just watching Wissa jump in. Agreed. Yep.
The interception.
Go ahead.
And not to foul the keeper. Which
that was the point. Yeah. Yep.
This day and age isn't easy because let's face it, they go down like tomorrow. So and then Anthony Gordon to be alert, alive, like we were used to him being. I don't know whether he has got a new bestie at the club. I wouldn't want to say that because it's not very good if that's the way we want it to be. But we'll give him the benefit of the doubt, I think.
Yep, agreed. No, that was what I was about to say, was the way that Wissa got the ball, tackled it. It was clean. It was all ball. He had no contact from the defender. If there was anything, it was the defender clattering into Wissa. So, it was about as pure a pass as you could get, I can't talk. As pure an interception, I think, like you said, Scotty, just watching him press, seeing the opportunity to this defender's giving it to me on a plate, and he's just run in there, grab the ball, get it away, and get it to Anthony Gordon. And you saw the look on the keeper's face. The keeper was stood there flat-footed. As soon as he saw Anthony Gordon had the ball, he was like, well, shit. You could see he was just deflated. The arms went down, the shoulders went down. He's just like, I'm not going to dive at that. What's the point? It was great.
They've watched us in the past few weeks and gone, we'll just play a bit of football and we'll walk away with 3 points.
Right.
Because let's face it, if you watch our past few games, we haven't been brilliant. But what they should have done maybe is watched our past few Champions League games where we're on point. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. Sparky, you were there. I saw where you were sitting. What did it look like from your point of view? I mean, it was...
Honestly, well, to be totally honest, I had my beer goggles on yesterday. Like, I'm not going to lie, Champions League specials and that. And obviously, I was in level 7 up in the Milburn as well. So I had a cracking bird's eye view of the whole pitch. And do you know what it is? Like, that interception in that pass, that obviously, like, how we didn't, like I didn't know. Like honestly, like it was just absolutely immense. Like honestly, I'm just absolutely still buzzing. I'm still buzzing from last night. Like it was just like a complete different. Like what we're saying, like about 10 minutes ago. Like the feel of the atmosphere, the feel of the build up, the feel of the aftermatch. It was just like it just felt different, and it was absolutely lush. And I hope we can keep up that consistency.
Yeah. You didn't tell me on level 7, mine, Sparky. It wasn't beer. That was lack of oxygen due to altitude.
Every time, man. Like, do you know what it is? But when I'm in level 7, I don't just do level 7. We'll go to row Z right at the back because there's no point being in the middle of level 7. You might as well go all the way at the back, you know. But yeah, mate.
Just to remind our American viewers, just for kicks and giggles, you can go into the concourse and get a pint, but you can't bring the pint back to your seat. So, you know, it's important that if you're going to watch the match, you got to get the pints in before kickoff, and then if you're willing to give up your seat and leave early to get in and start ordering pints before the hordes show up when the halftime whistle comes, you got to get in there and get them ordered as well. So Sparky, fair play to you to doing what you were supposed to be doing before the match, and then as Scotty said, yeah, that last exit into the stadium entrance, you know, the tunnel to get into the seats, and then for you to climb all the way to the top of level 7. Scotty's right. You were suffering from oxygen deprivation. That's what your problem was last night. I
wouldn't change it for the
one pint will do that to you, mate.
Yeah. But like to be totally honest, I sank a good 6 points in St. James's, so it all goes towards a PSR, mate. So that contribute towards a new striker.
There you go.
Grudges. You need a few more.
Good lad. All right. So seeing the goal scored by Gordon, I want to throw this one up. I promised Baz I wouldn't throw all the media assets in at the end because I forgot about them. So I'm paying attention. So let's just look at this for last night. Because of Anthony Gordon's goal last night and his assist, or his goal last night added to his goal contributions in the Champions League. Last night he went above club legend Alan Shearer in total numbers. Alan Shearer has been our record holder in goal contributions with 7. I think it was 6 goals and 1 assist. And now Anthony Gordon has 7 goals and 1 assist, which took him above. So that's a record that has been in place now for 23 years, lads. And Anthony Gordon broke it last night. And you know what else? We didn't see his celebration either last night. You saw him do a little dance with Wissa, but there wasn't the sharpshooter celebration that he's been doing, which, you know, has always been, for me, it's always been cheesy.
I mean, you've got to score more goals to pull that one out of the bag, really, haven't you, at the minute? You need to tone that one down. The dance with Wissa is just nice.
Yeah. Well, it was, and it was camaraderie based again. You know, it was, look at this. Look at what you did, mate, because you did that. I was able to do what I did, and we did it together. And it was one of those. If it was Roger, if Newcastle can get it once again, I could do it again. Do you get any Sherpa assistance climbing to level 7? Sparky and his liver taking one for the team, or 6 apparently. Gordon's contribution last night was largely dismissed. I don't think so. It's not going to be dismissed here, Leslie.
No.
Gordon was electric last night. And
do you think breaking that record will bring him on?
Do you think he knew about it? The thing is, you know, he claims to not pay attention to any of that stuff. It's the stat minders. Yeah, there you go. See, when you get a haircut, you can score and goal in open play. Yeah, the headband was gone, the top knot was gone, even the slick was gone. When he came on last night, he was sparking, you know, he was sporting just coming out of the shower, towel dry, and get out there. And he did the business last night. Maybe it's something that he needs to pay attention to. Or maybe he painted his room a different color. We don't know what it is, but whatever it was last night, and whatever it's been in the Champions League for Anthony Gordon, he's been phenomenal in this league phase of play in the Champions League. All we could do is continue to give him credit for what he did last night. He was all over the place. There was a comment, and I didn't start. I'm sorry, I should have. James says maybe it's Maybelline. That you could see he was playing with a smile on his face last night. Yeah. So it was much better. Less still cut inside and straight to the middle too often. Hard life is a perfectionist. Yes, Roger. Exactly, Leslie. He looked happy to be playing football last night. Go ahead, Scotty.
Is he out of pain with his hip?
Maybe.
Is his injuries at bay at the minute? Do you know what I mean? Is he finally playing pain-free? We don't know. He might have been playing with injections. You just don't know, do you?
Nope.
But he looked a lot happier. He looked a lot more relaxed. Maybe his new Zen room's the shower.
Maybe he has a new Bluetooth speaker in the shower. Maybe something about it was just, I don't know. There's a reason Shearer's record stood for so long. We haven't been in the Blade competition. You're absolutely right, Blade. Absolutely. Yeah. You know, the fact of the matter is the record's been broken now, and we now have a new leader going forward, and he wears the number 10. So last night, valid. Last night we did have a little bit of a scare because we saw Bruno get tackled, and it would appear to have twisted his ankle. He went off for a little bit, came back on. You could see right away something wasn't working. So Eddie said, you know, come on, we're going to take him off, and brought on young Miley. I thought, you know, that was a good move. Does beg the question, you know, listening to Eddie's post-match comments, the storm is going to hit you down the way. And the gang, this storm is going to, yeah. The storm is going to hit you. Oh yeah. He's talking about the weather. Yeah, something's going to be something. No, there's going to be a big storm coming off the Pacific, and it'll hit the West Coast first, and then it'll carry on into the week. It was dry last week. We had a great weekend, and then last night we woke up to wet ground, so we'll see something coming. But no, post-match comments from Eddie. He said he hasn't, it's swollen. They're going to have to look at it and see what becomes of it. But our record playing without Bruno is not a good one.
I mean, we haven't won without him, have we?
I'm sorry, say again?
I don't think we've won without him since he joined, have
we? We have not won a match that Bruno has not started in. We have not lost. We have not lost a match that Bruno has. No,
he's literally our talisman, isn't he?
He is. I'm trying to find the words, the correct words. We have not won with Bruno not in the team. There. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Since he started. I'm not counting, the substitutes, like Eddie brought him in slowly and everything. Paul is leaving. Good evening, Paul. Thank you for joining us, my friend. Look forward to seeing you. Persisting down in southeast Northumberland. There you go. Talk about weather. Bruno complained of immense pain standing on it to the physio. So there you go. I'm hoping, with a match coming on Sunday, hosted Villa Park, I'm hoping that maybe a couple days rest, ice, compression, and elevation. I think trying to get that up. That was thrown out there for you, for Mary, and for Scotty. Following the Rice method for our talisman. If we can get him, if that swelling can come down. You look at him on the first thing he did last night was take his boot off. Yeah. I think he could feel the swelling was already starting. So we could talk about that. Well, that took us into halftime. Halftime, we were 2-0 ahead. To have that, he should have gone straight off is what Roger says. Time for us to change the record without Bruno. We do have a strong middle now. Yeah. Question. Given Wissa's performance last night, the fact that we may have Dan Byrne and Willisula back, possibly as early as this weekend. We don't know for sure yet, but I would assume they'll be on the bench, having options on the bench. If Bruno was not available this coming Sunday, could we possibly see Joe Linton and Tonali playing in midfield? I mean, the obvious one would bring young Miley in, but could we go for it and just give the WW a start from the beginning? See us put Voltemata in the 10 and just unleash hell. Just for whatever reason, just let's send them in. Let's go, because both.
Why not?
Well, who does it hurt other than the possibility that we could lose one or the other? Yeah, Gary says Burns training is going well. It's full contact. So, yep. No, Wissa has been electric. I think he's been getting used to being in the team. I think there was a question last night in the post-match conference about Wissa not gelling yet. That the team hasn't been able to gel, and you could tell that Eddie was kind of put off by the comment, and he was just letting. I think it was Craig Hope. I think he was letting Craig Hope keep going. He was giving him rope, but basically he was just saying, for whatever reason, Wissa's not been able to come into the team and really he's scored a couple of goals, obviously. He's now scored 3 goals in all 3 starts in 3 different competitions. I mean, there's a player in there. Come on, man. Could Dan not wear a flag jacket? Blade says stick Ramsey in against his former club. That's a possibility as well.
I'd like to see that too. I don't see why not.
Yeah. So we could stick with the 3. We'll have Tonali, Joe Linton, and Ramsey. I think, given the fact that Trippier played 2 matches back to back, started 2 matches back to back, is there the possibility now that the natural replacement in midfield would be to put Lewis Miley in there for Bruno if Bruno can't play? But at the same time, I think playing young Lewis Miley at right back wouldn't be a bad deal either. It gets him on the pitch. Give Ramsey the opportunity to play against his old club. This is what Roger was saying last night. Is Trips, fit enough to play 2 in a row? Yep, and we have. Thank you, Leslie.
Do we risk the injury again
to Trippier?
Yeah, to Trips.
Yeah, agreed.
Put your money in there.
I mean, he clattered on the weekend as well, didn't he?
So I say that because we still have Barnes to talk about. We can talk about the second half. Was the second half as exciting to you guys as the first half?
Yeah, I mean, the whole night was just fantastic, right? I just couldn't wait. I didn't want it to end, to be fair. But yeah, the second half was just as good. I think we needed to do something different in the second half by protect the lead, make sure we don't go behind. There was still work to be done, and it wasn't the glitz and glam of going forward and just go after goal after goal. It proves we needed the team game in there as well. So yeah, it was a really good second half too.
And I know that you could see that if Barnes had passed to Wissa was in a great place to score again last night as well for that goal. But come on, when you're in the form that Harvey Barnes is in, you let Harvey Barnes be Harvey Barnes. Yeah. I mean, and he has been electric, and he was just another fantastic goal for Harvey Barnes. We saw the old Archer celebration come out last night. I also, when the cameras got up real close, you could also see he was closing his left eye. So he was aiming for something. But no, I thought that was great. Though so 3-0, we're going in. We make the appropriate substitutions at the right time. We got Ramsey coming on. We got Elanga coming on. We got Voltemata coming on. He made the right moves at the right time. You said Elanga had a fantastic match. He looked lively as well last night. It let Barnes go over to his natural left so that Elanga could play on the right. He was lively. I thought he was, just running around and causing havoc. I thought Jacob Ramsey did very well last night. I think Voltemata got in good spaces. I'm still struggling to figure out. We've played him as an unnatural number 9. He has scored a number of goals already this season. For whatever reason, his confidence has taken a hit. And I want to see him come good again. Maybe I hate to say it this way. Maybe the international break that comes in March, when he gets to play for Germany again, maybe when he receives, the service that he's been getting from Germany, he starts scoring some goals. Maybe that all of a sudden buck him up again. But for whatever reason, Big Nick hasn't been able to come on and be aces for us when he's come on. He struggled against Wolves, but that's because he got double teamed several times. We've seen him dribble out of those things, but for whatever reason, that was an issue for him last night. With Barnes's goal, we have to look at this one as well. Anthony Gordon with 6, Harvey Barnes with 5 are the third set of English teammates to score 5+ goals in the same UEFA Champions League campaign, after Leeds, Lee Bowyer and Alan Smith, and Man United's Scholes and Teddy Sheringham, all in the 2000-2001 season.
Wow.
So that goes back 25 years. To Blade's point, we've only played the Champions League twice in the last 23 years. But this is a pretty phenomenal stat as well, that both of these guys are flying in this competition.
Yeah.
And I think it's wonderful. I got to go back to comments. Hold on real quick. So Celtic just finished 2-2 full time. I love the comment from James. If you let Ramsey make forward runs, then the BFG gets to play, create space. Trips wants to play twilight of his time as a player, possibly as our player. He could be gone by the end of the month. We don't know for sure. But we'll talk about that. Villa will also have played in Europe tonight. They were in Turkey. They were playing they played Fenerbahce tonight and won 1-0. So I think everybody's going to be looking at Sunday in terms of both squads. Seeing, I've said the same since we signed in. Yep, for Jacob Ramsey. Sorry guys, I'm flying through this. 4th goal would have been nice to see us jump above PSG. Agreed. Now we have to go to Parc de France and play them. I'm trying to channel any positives to beat Villa. Absolutely, Jules. Yeah. It was great to see his natural bounce back, Morgul. Thing is, if Nick gets double teamed, the other team are playing with 10 men. That's true. After next Wednesday game, they'll be well ahead of the others, and then each goal as we win 3-1 away. Okay. The reason why I was talking about formations and such was because if neither Bruno nor Trippier are available, we might see this. I thought this was fantastic last night.
Oh wow! Unbelievable. That was like the moment of the match for me. Like
when Trippier went off in the 87th minute, he was looking, and he just ran up to Lewis Miley, slapped the armband on him, tapped him on the shoulder, and ran off the pitch. And you saw Miley look at the bench real quick. I think it was almost as if he was like, "Are we sure about this?" And you could tell that he was given the go on, lad. And as soon as he turned around and faced the Lees' end, the crowd just went nuts. It was just like, oh my God, 19 years old, and he was made captain for a Champions League match for the last 3 minutes plus stoppage. I got goosebumps last night when I saw him get the armband. I thought that was so cool of Trippier to basically anoint him. Basically say, look, lad, you are the future of this club. If Lascelles is leaving at the end of the season, if he leaves in January, that means the club captain is gone. Bruno is the team captain. Trippier is the vice captain. We have seen the likes of Fabian Schär wear the armband. We've seen Dan Burn wear the armband. We've seen a number of players wear the armband. but this was something special last night. Just seeing this young man take on Mary.
Yeah.
Aunt Mary just sent me a text message with the explanation of rice, Scotty. She says it's too much for YouTube. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. No, I just seeing young Miley at 19 years old. He's been at the club since he was 7. His 2 brothers have played for the club, and are good players in their own right. I just seeing that last night, and for me, Scotty, you know I have to do it. 6'7" wearing the armband last night was pretty fantastic. Come on. Let me go back to the comments. I was so happy for him. And sorry, I'm trying to catch up. Truly, truly a lush moment. Yep. The Miley High Club. I love it.
I like that one, like.
Jules, if I said Stade de France, I said Parc de France. Maybe I just didn't enunciate. But no, I know where they play. Yep, I know. Typical Trips move. It was really a kind of a poignant move by Trippier.
Yeah.
I mean, I just thought it was. I mean, he could have run over and given it to Tonali. He could have done it to anybody. Miley was right there. It was like I'm standing right next to the lad. But that was just, it got the crowd up again.
Yeah.
The crowd got, big feelings, big noise. All of a sudden, you heard them singing for Lewis Miley.
Yeah.
He's one of our own. He's one of our own. Lewis Miley. He's one of our own.
I think the thing is as well, though, I mean, that moment there might have given some young kids in that crowd that thing of, do you know what it is? A Geordie lad can do it. Like, do you know what I mean? It is possible. Like, he has been at the club, like you say, since he was 7, and now he has wore the armband for his club in the Champions League. I mean, Christ, we've all dreamt of that. Everybody's dreamt, do you know what I mean, to do what he's doing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
and
I know he's old enough. He can't buy a beer in Newcastle. I mean, come on. I know he doesn't. I'm sure he probably doesn't drink anything heavier than lager. But I mean, his family has got to be well chuffed. His friends have got to be like, look at this man. Just look at it. I was just so chuffed for him last night. And again, I personally don't want to see the back of Kieran Trippier. I hope Kieran Trippier stays on at the club until he decides to retire, and I'm hoping he's going to continue to wear the badge. I hope he continues to work on his coaching badges, because I think he'd be a phenomenal motivational.
Oh, hey, I'd love to see him do his coaching badges.
You wrote that down there. Fantastic coach.
Yes, agreed. He would be wonderful. I think he knows players. He gets it. And again, for anybody who's listening that doesn't remember this, here was a guy who was playing in Spain and making big money, but he was the heartstrings were being pulled. He wanted to come home. We were in 19th place. We were in a relegation battle, and this was the first guy that came through the door in that January window, and took a pay cut to do it. But he believed in the project. He believed in what Eddie Howe told him we were trying to aspire to, and he was the guy who came on and ship-shaped. I mean, wearing the number 15 for the first 6 months, because the number 2 was still being worn by Kieran Clark. I mean, he came on like gangbusters, and as soon as he put foot on Tyneside, and he will, for me, be to this day the best pound for pound signing that we've made in this era that Eddie Howe decided we needed to bring in, and he's been fantastic. Yeah, here we go, youngest ever Toon captain. But Scotty, you're getting plaudits again, mate.
He's always going to be the first one that took the risk and the challenge on, isn't he? In the new era of our club. And he will go. He's a legend. He's a pure legend at our club for taking that risk. Yeah, he took it for family reasons. Didn't like it, and his family didn't like it wherever he was and stuff like that. And so, top dollar to the man. He came in. He knew what the battle was. He knew who was. He knew there was a chance of us going down. but it didn't faze him. He came in, showed his leadership, obviously did a very good job in the dressing room as well for the bits we didn't see, and is still doing that today. And I do hope the club, when he comes to hang his boots up, try and get him something in the coaching role. I'd love to see him and Eddie work something out, because I think he will be a fantastic coach.
Set piece coach.
Definitely. I mean, he's got the boots for us, hasn't he? I mean, what was it when we signed him? 12.5 million. Obviously, we hadn't won a game. We're like 19th in the league, like you were saying. He came on. I'm sure like his first goal was like he started scoring goals like straight away from like free kicks and that. So, and for me, I think he would suit the backroom staff that we've got with Eddie Howe, Jason Tyndall, and Graham Jones. I think Kieran Trippier will be in. I mean, for me, I would try and blag him into another year, because I still think he's got the legs, and he's got the brain, and he knows how the Premier League works and things like that. But if not, get him on that backroom staff team. Like,
yeah. That's why Trips joined. He told him there was a chance of going down. Oh no, Blade. Oh, Blade. Oh, come on. Debut in the Cambridge defeat was amazing. Came on as a sub, and you could just see his quality. Absolutely, Roger, you're right. So, again, I promised I wouldn't use them all at one time, but here we go. Because of that, last night, this is really hard reading. Get your specs out. But Newcastle are currently sitting in 7th in the league phase. All 5 of them. Well, it's squeaky bum time when you look at the number of teams that are all on 13 points. They're 1, 2, 3, just reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 teams on 13 points. Now, what I want to point out is that all 5 English teams are in the playoff positions. You know, that they're in the next phase, guaranteed spots at this point. I want to point out that there are 4 of them in the top 8. 5 of them. 6. Do we have 6 teams? 6 teams, including Spurs, were in the Champions League this season. And you can see the lowest one of the 6 is Man City, and they're in 11th place. They're on 13 points as well. The only thing that's got us separated is goal difference, if you look at it. So, and more importantly, because of last night, we also got to see this. You know, we always like to see these, and I want to see more and more and more. It would be great if you could walk down the hall at Benton and the entire hall is just wallpapered in these photos instead of just, individual frames, right?
Yeah, unbelievable, isn't it? And we get a lot of stick for it, but sod them. I mean, this is for the lads to show them that actually they do win games, and they win games in different cups against different teams, from every opposition of the globe, really. We are in there with them all. It's fantastic.
Yes, indeed. Really, I think for us, last night's result puts us in good stead going into Sunday. I think everybody's the feel good factor in the city is palpable. Would you agree, guys? I mean, you're there day in, day out. You get to see them.
Buzzing the city like that, isn't it?
People walking around, chest pop out just a little bit more. They feel like they're walking 10 feet tall. I mean, everybody is feeling pretty jazzed right now on Tyneside, would you say?
Oh, 100%. I mean, after last night, it's, like everybody, I mean, I went to the gym this afternoon, all the Macklins were shut up. Do you know what I mean? It was just, it was lovely. Do you know what I mean? And they just say, no, it's fantastic.
Yep. You like it when the red side of the region is quiet for us.
100%.
Sparky, people starting to really pick up with the Geordieland experience as well.
Oh, yeah.
Are you fully booked?
getting fully booked, mate, but not just that, we're actually investment ready as well. So I've got like loads of mad things to be announced in the next couple of months. So like I'm really buzzing with that. But like obviously in regards to the city being buzzing, I think like we've had that. I think there's been that buzz in the air since we've won the cup. To be fair, we've just continued the party on. I mean, the summer it was an absolute like. We're not going to brush under the car, but the summer was an absolute shit show with the whole Isaac situation, X, Y, and Z. However, like for me though, we're getting over that. We've rid that wave. We've came on the other side, and now like you've got players dancing with each other during goal celebrations and things like that, which like we haven't seen that for a long time. So I'm just thinking like the once again, me business slogan: the future's bright, the future's black and white, mate.
Agreed. There you go. So I love Leslie's comment here. Is it telling that Trips is always with the backroom staff in those team photos?
Yeah.
Well, I think to be honest, remember when he fell injured in that first season that he was with us. You know, he was still an important part of the backroom staff because he was home and away. He was always there. He was always bucking up the team. He was. I mean, I think that there's kind of a camaraderie that's been made there too. Mind the Cap City, and we're above Barcelona as well. And if all things go well next week at the Parc de France in Paris, we'll be above. Botman looks like he's wearing a natty. Yes, this is true. Scotty. Oh, that's awful. That's terrible. But good stuff. All right. So in the last couple of minutes, much to look forward to on Sunday. We've got the game, a home game against Villa, and then next we're going to go to Paris to play PSG. And PSG is not doing. They're doing really well in the Champions League, but at the same time they're having problems in their league form as well. They're just for whatever reason are not be able to spin that together. Gary says he's looking at hotels in Budapest. We should put him in touch with Charles from the Netherlands. Maybe you guys could go in on an Airbnb or something. No, real quick, I think everybody's feeling good. For you guys, the Sunderland match, we got the announcement yesterday that because of TV that some things have been bumped around.
It's been shifted, hasn't it? It's been 12 o'clock.
So it's now 12 o'clock on the Sunday instead.
Yeah.
So thankfully, my return home wasn't going to be until Monday. So thankfully, that just means that I have to behave myself on that Sunday, Sparky, so that I can actually make my flight out. But no, it'll be a good month.
Cool, my dear.
Penalty for Forrest. Forrest is not watching. We're watching telly right now. Is Forrest playing right now?
Yeah. Then is it Europa? Couple of Europas in this 8 o'clock kickoff. It was be second half now.
Yeah, I know that Villa played in Fenerbahce, and I think their kickoff was at 10 a.m. here because that would have been an 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. kickoff for them over there. Real quick, I know that the comments are coming in. I'll come back again. Real quick, I want to remind everybody that tomorrow night we'll have Oil Brothers, and we'll be hosting on this channel.
Mind the Gap City. Mind the Gap City.
We'll have Martin from the Mancunian Way over here on our channel tomorrow night. Monday, reminder that we will be we'll be hosting Geordie's versus Mackham's. We'll have Stu Mackham Cabby, and we'll have Rob over on our channel as well. Also, real quick, just a reminder to everybody of this fantastic charity event that's happening the night. I was going to say the night before the Everton match, but because of the game last night, because of our progression in the Champions League, there's the possibility that the game against Everton will be pushed to Sunday as well. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But Friday night, February 27th at Newcastle Benfield Football Club, through Black and White Eyes, is hosting a charity talk-in with Northeast legends Super Mac and Gibbo. That's Malcolm McDonald and John Gibson of everybody knows who Malcolm McDonald is. John Gibson, of course, is a longtime journalist in the Northeast. Baz and I will also be on display. We'll be there. We'll be speaking very briefly with Graham Bailey of Team Talk. We'll be talking about things that are going on in the league, the transfer window that just closed. We'll have lots of things to talk about. We're only going to talk briefly because we're going to vacate the stage as soon as possible so that we can give Superback and Gibbo the whole evening. Everything goes to charity. Tickets are £15 per person. We are. Let me turn off. Hold on. I gotta. There's the comment. I gotta take that out. Prince Charming from Wall's End is also our sponsor. Tickets are for sale. If you want, we will. Let me do it real quick. You can pause the screen right now. If you're watching after the show is over, there's the QR code that will take you straight to the ticket purchasing portal to grab tickets for that. Again, £15 per person. Every dime is going to Azure, which is John Gibson's charity, and to the Butterwick Hospice, which is Graham Bailey's charity. Every dollar goes there. The drinks will be flowing. Benfield has given us the venue for nothing. Cheap beers, cheap drinks, bit of crack. We'll all have a great time. I'm looking forward to seeing both Scotty and Sparky there that night. We're gonna have a great evening. I hope Fiona can come and join us as well.
Fiona's on board. Fiona's 100% on board as well. I've just literally picked up her tickets like that day, mate. So I've got a ticket for me and her. I'm trying to I'm just about to create like a massive Through Black and White Eyes video to specifically promote the charity event as well. And I will also do obviously I've featured you on my newsletter that gets dished around the world. In January, I'm also putting a headline act on my newsletter for February as well, guys.
Fantastic. Yeah. Thank you, Jordy. Thank you, Sparky. Thank you, Jordy.
Jordy by name, Jordy by nature.
Oh, Jordy by name, Jordy by nature. That's right. Sparky, buddy, thank you. Let me go back to the comments real quick and make sure I don't get. Forrest is down 1-0 down. Jules says good night. Everybody saying good night. Thank you, everybody. Roger, I look forward to seeing you as well at Newcastle Benfield. Thank you, everybody, for joining us in the comments. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Hopefully, we'll look forward to tomorrow night. We'll have Baz back, and we'll be able to chat with Martin over at the Mancunian Way and just have a good time. Lads, Scotty, Sparky, as always, pleasure to have you on. Pleasure to be here. Pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Devlin. Good to see you. We're gonna make Sparky. We're gonna make Sparky a Devlin as well. I don't know how we'll do it, but we'll make it happen.
Devlin, yeah. Get me the Devlin cap sent along, guys. That's what you need. Like a big D cap or something like that.
Hey, Sparky, what size T-shirt do you wear?
I'm a medium, me fella.
Okay, all right, that's what I thought. Okay,
Aye.
Very good, lads. I look forward to seeing you again. Well, I'll see you on here long before I get over there, but I'm right now just under a month away for me to get there. So I'm
the countdown's on, Dan. I'm excited for you coming back to Tony Land soon.
So am I, mate. I'm champion.
Are you bringing is Tara coming along as well?
Unfortunately, no. Tara's not coming this time. No, we have to. Unfortunately, we have to take turns right now. Because we've got the youngins. So when we had the adult children at home, it was easier for the two of us to get away. But
to manage.
We've got one young one still at home, and wouldn't be right to leave her at home by herself. So we'll take turns.
Bring them along now for the ride, man. We're going for the journey.
We're threatening to do that very thing. So
brilliant.
All right, lads. Good to see you. Thanks again.
Ciao.
And to everybody listening, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. See ya.
Malik, ciao. Malik, ciao. Malik, ciao. Ciao, ciao.
Ta-da. Play